Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to my new video. It's Hypno here. I really hope you enjoy, and in today's video I'll be pushing top ladder again with my current main deck, which is the best log bait deck in Clash Royale. So let's see what we can do right here in the first game against Furkan Arabacci, who is the best Turkish player in the world. So looks like he's playing RG also, which is like his main deck, and he's definitely like the best or second best Royal Giant player in the world. So yeah, let's see what we can do right here. And he's probably just like playing that, like, it's a kind of weird variation, that RG deck with the rage and all of that, because mostly people um, yeah, run with the bomber if they run with rage, but I think he doesn't run with the bomber, so he's kind of got an expensive variation. So I feel like I can outcycle him, and he won't always have like responses against the goblin barrel. And just like that, I already cycled to my Evo barrel, which is very good. I can just play it on the right side, and I feel like he's gonna struggle to defend both lanes. Okay, he has to like rage the right side. Yeah, look at that. And that way I get a lot of damage on the left. So we're looking very good right now. I can just go for Fire Spirit, make sure the ghost doesn't get onto my tower, and yeah, just like that, we grabbed like a 1800 damage lead. And I feel like this is one of the only good matchups I could have against Royal Giant, because normally Royal Giant would be very good against me, because they always have like the log and the very fast cycle with like the E-Spirit skeletons. Yeah, which makes it very tough to like ever break through. But this variation right here that he's playing should definitely be very like winnable. And yeah, just make sure I defend the Fisherman. I'll kind of sacrifice my Princess right here for that, because I don't want to take that Fisherman damage onto my tower. It would get like 3 hits or something like that. And okay, he goes Wizard in the back. I mean, he's up a little bit of Elixir, but I could still rocket that to get the tower down into like 2 rockets range. And okay, he goes RG in the back. He's up like 5 Elixir, but I have the Evo Valk for defense, so I'm kind of, yeah, not too worried. I'll play my Evo Valk, and I know he could Fisherman that away. Okay, he plays his Fisherman already. I might be able to protect my Valk. I'll go grab Goblin Barrel to block the Fisherman and also force out a response. Okay, we didn't get any damage with that, but this way we defend the Evo RG for no hits, because the Fisherman didn't pull the Evo Valk. So looking very good right here. He's gonna go, yeah, there's another RG, but the normal Valk will do a crazy job right here, also cleaning up the Wizard, Fisherman, and also, yeah, damaging the RG down. And I can just go for a Princess. He won't expect it. Okay, perfect. He didn't expect it. Princess gets onto tower. I need like a little bit more damage with the Goblin Barrel right here. And okay, there's the arrows. It's kind of interesting that he's playing with the arrows, honestly, because, yeah, he has the arrows and rage, so it's actually not as good for me as I thought it was, because I thought he only has, like, the rage fireball, and arrows are pretty good against me, honestly. So okay, wait, he can't stop the right side, right? Okay, left side is rocket range too. Just gonna rocket the right side. And yeah, GG's right here in the first game against Furkan. I'll see you guys in the next game. We in the next game right here against Wee Spade, and I know this guy plays like a very weird log bait variation, and yeah, should be a very tough matchup for me since he has Dagger Duchess Tower. Normally, if he had like Princess Tower, this should be pretty good for me, but since he has Dagger Duchess Tower, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to ever break through. But I know this guy doesn't play with the Evo Barrel. He has like Evo Skellies, Evo Knight, and he's also not running his like big spell. He's just playing like classic bait with 2 changes. So he has like Evo Skellies instead of Evo Ice Spirit, and he has the Dart Goblin instead of the Rocket. Besides that, it's just classic log bait with the Inferno Tower also. And yeah, like what my deck really struggles against is the Evo Barrel. So it's good for me that he doesn't have the Evo Barrel, because I don't have anything good to stop like double lane pushes, and without the Evo Barrel, he can't really make good double lane pushes. At least if he does make a double lane push, it's gonna be kind of easy for me to defend, because he doesn't have the Evo Barrel. And yeah, that way my Valkyrie will always be able to like clean up Knight, Goblin Gang, or whatever he tries to push with. And I don't know what those Evo Skellies were. Dart Goblin will get so much damage right here. I can also go for a barrel since the Dagger Duchess tower is low. And yeah, that also gets onto tower for 2 hits, which is nice. And he's also gonna give me very good Valkyrie value right here with like the Evo Knight Goblin Barrel, a Goblin Gang push. I can just snipe that Dart Goblin with my Princess. He goes for the barrel that's in the back, so hopefully the Goblins can still stop the Dart Goblin from getting onto tower, which they could. So good stuff right here. Predict the Skellies. Perfect Fire Spirit right there predicting the Skellies. That was super obvious. He would just try to counter my princess for 1 elixir, I can try to snipe that princess with my Dart Goblin. He reacts pretty fast with the log though, so yeah, I'll still have to waste my Valkyrie, and he's gonna get a hit onto my tower since I can't afford the Valkyrie in time, but it's still good because he still has to defend my Valkyrie, which is gonna be quite nice, and he just plays his knight right there, and I could like go for the princess. He might go for the goblin gang, so I'll play it now and hold my goblins ready. Okay, perfect. That was super obvious. He like might try to make that push. Yeah, because I don't have a log, and when I don't have the Valkyrie in cycle, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to stop Knight, Goblin Barrel plus Goblin Gang. So I knew he might go for that since the Valkyrie wasn't in cycle. So yeah, very good read right there, predicting his gang with the princess. And okay, he goes for the barrel. I'm just gonna go for Ice Spirit and goblins like that to full counter that. Just snipe the princess with my own princess. Okay, that was a very good Evo Knight from him. I might be in trouble because I also played the barrel and now he has a very good double lane push. I have to go for the Valkyrie like this because that's gonna like stop the Dart Goblin and also stop the Evo Knight and Princess from getting onto my tower. So very good Dart Goblin. Okay, I kind of messed up my Ice Spirit right there, so I had to waste the Princess like that, and the Princess still didn't clean up all of the Spear Goblins, so he got a lot of damage right there, which is kind of my bad, honestly. Gonna snipe the Dart Goblin like this and go for Fire Spirit Goblins to defend the barrel. Okay, perfect Goblin Barrel defense, no hits taken. It's kind of tough for me to defend the Evo Barrels consistently since I don't have the log, so I always have to see where the Goblin Barrel is, which is kind of hard to see the barrel always when I'm also going in. And okay, no, that's in the back, and I couldn't get my Fire Spirit down in time because I didn't have enough elixir, so if I played my goblins perfectly, I wouldn't have taken any damage, but because I messed them up a little bit and I didn't have enough elixir to afford the Fire Spirit instantly, that is quite bad. So let's see if he misses the log. Okay, he doesn't even use the log to defend, so very good defense from him right here. Okay, that should stop the Dart Goblin quite nicely. Very good Fire Spirit to take out the whole Goblin Barrel, and the Dart Goblin doesn't get onto tower here also. And okay, he messed up the Evo Knight prediction. I'm gonna try to predict this Princess, and okay, unfortunately the Princess still hits my Dart Goblin instead of the Valkyrie. That was a good attempt, but unfortunately it didn't do anything, and man, that was a very good Goblin Barrel because he knew I would try to rocket the Spear Goblins, I think, so he instantly went for the Goblin Barrel because that way I didn't have enough elixir to stop the Goblin Barrel, but one more rocket will be enough that I'm up in damage again, so I just have to make sure I defend well. And very good Evo Valk right here. Very bad Knight from him. I can just rocket the tower now because he kind of wasted the Knight right there. And that's gonna put me up in damage by a little bit again. Predict the Goblin Barrel with the Goblins. Okay, I have to make sure I cycle back to another Valkyrie. Perfect Goblins right there. Valkyrie like that. And okay, Princess won't get onto tower. I could rocket now, but I only need one more rocket to win the game if I defend perfectly. So I'm just gonna rocket at the end, honestly, and focus on defense for now. Go for Valkyrie onto the Dart Goblin. Okay, one Goblin is on tower, but that's not going to be enough damage for him. I can just rocket now, and then I have to make sure I defend the Goblin Barrel and also block the Princess at the bridge. I need Fire Spirit to stop the barrel and go for like the predict onto the Princess. Okay, perfect. GG's right here against Wee Spade, man. Very intense game against this guy. So yeah, GG's. I'll see you guys in the next game. We in the next game right here against Jesse, and I really respect this Jesse guy because he's always running with the same deck. Like, he's basically the only top ladder player I can think of that is never changing his deck. There's of course a lot of people who always run like the same archetypes as like Hawk Rider or Lava Loon or Giant or Logbait like me. But they always like switch the decks up a little bit, just like I am, right? I'm always switching up the decks a little bit depending on the meta. But this guy is always playing the exact same Lava Loon deck with like Skelly Dragons, Mega Minion, the Zap Fireball, and Tombstone Barbarians. So let's see what we can do against him. And yeah, I'm very thankful that I'm playing this Logbait variation right here and not the 2.6 Logbait variation with the Dagger Duchess Tower, because with that variation, he would have a hard counter. So yeah, very good I'm running this deck right here. Okay, I was gonna pressure him with the goblins on the left side, but since he went balloon, I'm just gonna have to rocket and fire spirit that to defend that, and Valkyrie gets very good damage on the right side. And even though he zapped, my fire spirit actually still jumps, so like very good defense right there. And just like that, I'm up a lot of damage on both lanes, and I can just go for Goblin Barrel, and if he defends that with the Mega Minion, then I can just go for Princess opposite lane, force out another response, and then defend both lanes with the Dart Goblin and get another counter push going. So that, okay, he goes Tombstone in the middle, so that way I'm not gonna go Princess, I'm just gonna go Dart Goblin to take out the Tombstone and then take out the Mega Minion and get another counter push going if he doesn't decide to, yeah, stop the Dart Goblin, which he does. Very good Skelly Dragons because, yeah, he would have had to defend the Dart Goblin anyways after it. Wait, he just missed the Fireball. Man, that's gonna be so bad for him. He also gives me the good game because he knows that's super bad for him since he doesn't have any cheap responses. So he's gonna have to waste at least 3 Elixir onto that one Princess. So look at that. We do force out the Tombstone, and he also had to waste the Evo Barbs, which are just gonna get killed from my Princess and Dart Goblin. And just like that, I have a Princess and Dart Goblin down, and okay, he goes Lava in the back. Like, there's no way he can stop both lanes now because of the Evo barrels, so one lane will definitely fall. Very good damage on the right also. Princess splashes the tower, so that's gonna be rocket range on the right, so even if he takes my tower on the left or like on the right side somehow, I'm still gonna win since I can just rocket his tower. And wait, he missed the fireball a second time onto the Princess? I've never seen someone miss 2 fireballs onto a Princess in one game. I guess he has to take a small break right now. That's gonna be GG's, and I'll see you guys in the next game. We in the next game right here against Hulk, who mostly plays like heavy decks without the log, so I could just go Goblin Barrel Fire Spirit first play against this guy. And okay, he goes for the Lumberjack, so that's gonna be very good damage to the start. It's always very important on top ladder to know what kind of like decks your opponents mostly play, because that way you can know what's gonna be a good first play and what not. And it's also very important knowing if your opponent plays like tornado decks, so that way you know if you have to go for the Goblin Barrel to the corner, so they can't get a very easy King Tower activation to the start of the game. And okay, he goes for the Ram, which is kind of aggressive. I just got to cycle to another Valk, and he has the Goblin Curse also. I haven't seen the Goblin Curse in too long, and like in such a long time, honestly, so yeah, let's see what kind of other cards he has. If he has the Goblin Curse, he might not even have the P.E.K.K.A. Like, I was expecting P.E.K.K.A. from him, but I mean, like, it would be very weird anyways, since he has the Lumberjack, right? Like, P.E.K.K.A. doesn't normally run with the Lumberjack, unless he has, like, P.E.K.K.A. Lumberloon is a deck that also Anaban used to play quite a lot back in the day. But yeah, since he has the Goblin Curse also, it's probably just kind of like a bridge spam deck without the P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, I'm just gonna be going for the Evo Barrel now, since he kind of went over aggressive, and I feel like he doesn't have enough Elixir to really stop both lanes. He gets like the bets down on the right, but that's not gonna be able to defend the barrel properly. And man, Demolisher Bomb is like so broken. I don't even know how that gets onto my tower. In my opinion, I feel like the tower should have definitely stopped the Demolisher there, since it started running so early, but yeah, I guess not. Like, a lot of people have been complaining about the Demolisher and how long it actually runs when it starts running. So yeah, Clash Royale might have to nerf that, since a lot of people are complaining about it. And Goblin Demolisher is definitely one of like the best cards in the game right now. Of course, not of Evos, but of like all of the normal cards. And okay, he goes for the Goblin Curse here. I'm just gonna go for Ice Spirit onto the like Inferno Dragon. I didn't hit the Inferno Dragon with the rocket, but just gotta make sure I hit the rocket onto the Ram Rider and not miss the Ram Rider, because the Inferno Dragon is of course quite easy to defend with my 1 Elixir cards. So okay, let's see. That's almost gonna be rocket range right here. One more hit maybe? Okay, that's actually rocket range, so I can just go for the rocket on defense, make sure I defend his last final push, and then get back to another rocket. And it's gonna be GG's. I, of course, could have defended without the rocket to get the rocket onto his tower even faster, but since there's 15 seconds left anyways, that's just the best way to play it right now. And yeah, look at that. Already back to my rockets, so yeah, not taking any risk. I can just let the Ram Rider connect onto my tower, go for a little BM Goblin Barrel since he already BM'd me. So GG's right here for the final game against Hulk. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for my next video tomorrow. Bye!